do as a group. David, I turn it over to you for reaction to what you know is coming as well.
Yeah, thank you, Jim. Appreciate that. For me, I get to do the fun part now because we had 10 years of research into stem cell science, looking at what is it that we can do to make a contribution to where we can bring stem cells to the masses, stem cell technology. So we know today, if you can find a clinic doing it legally, stem cell injections are 3,000, 5,000 euros, and it comes with a certain amount of risk, and it doesn't work all the time. So we started back 10 years ago looking at, is there any way to activate the stem cells in the body? This would have enormous advantages of being safe, effective, and of course, potentially available to everyone. And we know today that this has become a reality with X39. Now, even though we did lots of research leading up to the development of X39, we haven't stopped with that because as we've gotten X39 out to the world, scientists have said, gee, we really want to study this so we can find out what's going on. And as a result, we've learned quite a bit more than when we launched the product last year.
Well, I've been known to say more than once that people have to understand how unique it is that you do get the calls from around the world. You do have, hour-long conversations with high-level research scientists who've heard about this technology. They're highly skeptical. And yet, when they spend an hour with you, so many people, who start out like this, nah, can't be true. At the end of it, they're leaning forward. They're saying, can I work with you? What's possible here, David? You must be thrilled every time you're able to take them from very negative or skeptical to saying, wow, this is interesting science.
Yeah. And then 2 weeks ago, I received a call from a scientist from the US government. I can't mention from what department, but he's a chemist. And he started off by saying that he was very skeptical and this sounded too good to be true, but he was willing to hear me out. And we spoke for over an hour. And at the end, he said, this is just absolutely incredible. I didn't think there was going to be any clinical science to support this, and I'm totally blown away. So yes, we do get those calls all the time. And it is very, very rewarding that because we've done so much research today and we have so much substantiation that now we have a foundation for promoting LifeWave across the planet and helping as many people as possible. Jim, when we talk about a product that is going to support health and quality of life, X39 really covers so many bases. And, this is why in 2019, the growth of our company tripled compared to the prior year, and why we're on track to do that again in 2020. So it's really so rewarding to know that our research keeps finding new benefits of this already great product.
And thank you for that, David. Incredibly detailed, and yet, think about it, folks. When you reflect on the 15 years of this company, and put yourself in David's shoes when he first started this company, and he had a single product, and it was the energy enhancer, a fantastic product, by the way. Now, fast forward, David, and you must go through this and think of, and you reflect on this, of what's been accomplished, what you've achieved with your research staff, where we are now, because, you talk about, an overnight success, right? You talk about what's the definition of a foundation. The last 15 years of all the studies that you have painstakingly made sure got done correctly, the patents, protecting this incredible intellectual property. And now here we are now, and here you are now. As you reflect back on this, you must pinch yourself sometimes when you realize we are on the threshold of something that really is like that, isn't it?
It's extraordinary. It's when you think about where stem cell technology is going in society today, 10 years from now, it's going to be the most normal thing to do. You'll go see your doctor, you'll get an injection of stem cells to support wound healing. People will get injections of stem cells to treat diseases that are incurable today, like Parkinson's and diabetes and heart disease. And people will use stem cell injections to stay younger. That will be a normal thing 10, 20 years from now, and it will still be expensive. So we're providing a technology that's extraordinarily advanced, it's ahead of its time, and people can benefit from stem cells today.
Well, we've talked about, the future is now. We've talked about the fact that we are in such an interesting class by ourselves as a company, as an opportunity with these products. And, you talk about, in the future, 10 years, stem cell injections, whatever that's going to be. Well, you could easily say, and alongside that is going to be LifeWave with its ability to do what this technology does, playing alongside these, massive pharma companies. Well, by then will be massive. When you think about the uniqueness of the technology, what it really means. And I think one thing I would reflect on, David, to the folks that are listening, to the members who are listening right now, think of all the people that you've talked with over the years who were skeptical, who did not get involved, who did not end up using LifeWave technology, who walked away. Think about what you could say to them now. Think about how much further along the company is now. Think about how we're positioned now. The tools, the technology, the growth, the foundation, the financial strength. I mean, I talk about David as being a controlled explosion, but we really are at that place. 15 years to now, yeah, all the other stem cell companies and the big pharma and the Harvard universities of the world, they're going to do what they're going to do. But we'll be doing what we do, won't we? Competing alongside them with something that's accessible, inexpensive, works fast. I mean, it truly is amazing.
Yeah, when you look at research that's being done at places like Harvard and Stanford, we've already achieved what they're still researching. And these researchers, David Sinclair, brilliant scientist, received over $1 billion in funding. We've done it for a fraction of that. Took us about $4.3 million. And now we have a stem cell product today. And we've gotten the product to market and we're helping people with it. And, that's what's so important. But the great thing about our company are the leadership and the members in our community, because without this business model, we're not able to bring these products to the world. So, I really think we need to take some time and recognize all of the leaders that make this a possibility and make
Well,
it